Morning. Wagwan. You good? What happened? Cool. All right. So this is another video for Nicola and Andrew and the Exceptional Care Creative Care Foundation. Creative. Okay, so we're still talking about S.P.A.R.K. S.P.A.R.K. Keep it simple. S. Simple. Same. Simple. Same. Spark. S. Synchronicity. 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 Timing. Being on the same clock. You cannot have synchronicity with AJ unless you get on his schedule. And unfortunately, his brain has storms we call seizures. So his schedule is not always predictable. But we need to have synchronicity with him so that he can spark our fire for our communal celebration time, so he can be the master of ceremonies, so that he can establish what kind of music, what kind of dance we're going to do, what songs are we going to do. AJ, trust. God wants AJ to decide, make a decision. And if he takes a lick on the xylophone, then all the exceptional creative care students take a lick. If they don't do it, it's okay. They will get their turn later. When it's AJ's turn to choose, whatever he chooses, that's what we do. I would like him to be able to choose between two music time activities. Two songs. Each one always is going to start the same, so that we can synchronize with AJ. One is xylophone. I like the ABCs or 1, 2, 3s for xylophone. 1, boom, 2, boom, 3, boom, 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 boom. Nicola and AJ, you know the music of your community in St. Anne's. What music needs to be chosen to go with the xylophone so that the students can learn, and we can all learn about our students, our children. The other music time, dance time, I don't know what you want to call it for him. I would choose a word in Padua, but I don't know Padua. I'm learning. Let me go again. Let me go again. I would choose a name for your S. A name that is Padua. Not Midwest. I speak Midwestern English. Midwestern United States English. I would pick a word that's in Padua, so that the music time connects to your ancestral roots in St. Anne's. The other instrument that I would have for S, you must have a visual symbol. You must have a name, and you must have a visual symbol. We can have music times, two kinds of music time. One is the xylophone, which I would call lick. Lick. That's what I would call it. Maraca, that's an onomatopoeia. Maraca, you call it a godi. I call it maraca. That's how we say it. It's an onomatopoeia. I would call it a godi. I don't know much about Padua, but I would call it a godi. If you call that instrument a goatee, that vegetable that you dry out and put seeds on and shake it, and we can eventually paint them, but they don't need to be painted. I would call that the goatee. That's another kind of music time. So don't worry if he doesn't know music time. Let me go again. Don't worry if AJ doesn't know the difference between lick and goatee. Maybe it's shake for goatee. Shake might be the name. If we're going with verbs. Sit down. Good dogs. Sit. Ha-ah. Good dog. He doesn't listen. Remember, O-W-L. Observe. Wait. Listen. That's a strategy that goes with S.P.A.R.K. And I talked about it in my last video. Please listen and learn. This dog does not listen. You don't listen. He's not my dog. My dog listens. Okay. Don't worry about the S.P.A.R.K. Don't worry about it all. Worry about the S. Start the same. Simplify. Symbolize. Symbolize your activity. Symbolize it with the instrument. A picture of a goatee. A picture of a xylophone. Eventually we can put it on a button and he will be able to push the button and it will tell everyone what he wants. If AJ says goatee, we all do goatee. If he says lick, we all do lick. I like lick because it's a verb and there's different instruments. But for AJ, there is only one visualization, and that is the xylophone. Because he has to be able to symbolize his starting point so that he can be the master of ceremonies. Okay. So I'm not sure I'm going to be available this Saturday. But keep going. 2 routines, 2 sparks a week at least. Keep going. If you can do 3, do 3. Don't worry if you can't. We need to synchronize with AJ. We need to get on his schedule. Synchronize with the schedule. Synchronize with your son's schedule. Synchronize. We need to be on time so that he can be in the right mood for doing music and for doing dance. Start the same. Start the same. Okay. Next week I want to talk about the P in Park. We did S. If you have any questions about S, we'll talk about it again, but I want to make it simple so you can share with the other exceptional creative care foundation parents. P. S.P.A.R.K. P. It takes a village. It takes a village. We need to set AJ up for success by planning his turn, by prioritizing his needs, by preparing his way. Just as John the Baptist went before the Son of God to prepare a pathway. We're going to pave the way for AJ to succeed in his calling to have power. Just as God created him in the image and likeness. Imago Dei. That's Latin. Imago Dei. The spark, that creative fire inside of him. We need to release it with our care. We creatively care and create a fire together with AJ, but he provides the spark. We set him up for success. The village. Thank God we're in Jamaica and not America. I also work with Jamaicans in the diaspora, Jamaican Americans. And they don't have a community like you do. They don't have the village that you have in St. Anne's. It's very hard to do the P without a village. It's very hard to lay the way for them to have success, for them to be empowered. You cannot do it without a village. But thank God he's there at home. And we can provide a village for him to be successful. Set him up to succeed. That is the P. That is the P. Prioritize, plan, prepare, pave the way. Next week it's going to be June. Let's set him up to succeed. Everyone in AJ's communities, let's set him up to succeed, to empower him, to release his inner fire, his inner creativity, that flame. We're going to set him up to succeed, spreading his fire of creativity. Peace and blessings flow. Peace and blessings flow. Blessings flow. Blessings flow. Blessings flow.